Welcome everyone to one of the final, or the final, countdown for the Novice Division. Once again, I am your host, Intel, and to the left of me I have the DPS player from Wisdom Academy, Alpha Omega.
Hello, I'm Alpha Omega. I'm a benched DPS player for Wisdom Academy.
Yep. To the bottom left of the Elmo world, we have Corbs.
What's up? I'm Corbs. I played in the championship last season, and I'm excited to cover it this season.
Yep, and to the bottom of me, the three squiggly lines, or whatever they are, is Wooly.
Yeah, what's up? Main support for Geo. It's a Minecraft shape.
Oh, I didn't know that. Well, we're first going to be discussing last week's games, as we are currently in the playoffs, and honestly, it's been very interesting so far. Last week's games were a bit more predictable, as we all saw, but there was a lot of potential, and going into this week, I think a lot of people are going to be a lot more confused. We're definitely a lot more conflicted. It's by far the first time that everyone is not on the same page, or there's no real clear winner. So let's just get into last week. First, we had Wisdom versus OTW, with Wisdom winning 3-1 and one draw, so it wasn't that big a deal, with player of the match being Zorth Khan and Minimax. Obviously, OTW put up a pretty good fight, I'd say. Like, what really were our opinions? But actually, first, Alpha, I kind of want to get your idea. You were watching the game, obviously, you're a player. What was your perspective from OTW?
OTW definitely seemed like they wanted to win, and I mean, I don't blame them for taking down what is currently the top team in the league. Would definitely, make a statement. But at the same time, I think they did have a few fatal flaws that we were able to capitalize on.
Makes a lot of sense. Anything from you, Corbs or Wooly?
Yeah. So personally, from what I've seen, well, it looked like OTW dominated that first map. I'll be honest with you, but then I'd say after they lost that second map, that's when their mental slowly started going down, and eventually by the third map, it was a steamroll for Wisdom. I believe it was a 2-0 on Nepal, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was definitely a mentals game, I guess you can say.
It was a very dominating 2-0.
I don't think that it helped that we had a 10-minute pause on King's Road because
who
was it? Who was it?
It was
Zakaro.
Yeah.
Just throwing us back to lobby between rounds.
Shout out to Zakaro. Just a heads up, OTW is very upset at you. No, I'm just kidding. But yeah, so I'd say pretty much after that pause was yikes. But other than that, GG, good season. Go next. Anything
from you, Wooly?
Yeah, I think both tank lines played really, really well in this series. I think May had a really good game. If OTW won, he was going to get MVP of that game easy.
Yeah.
But yeah, like you said, after the pause, it seemed like OTW got a bit boomed, and then Rialto was after King's Row, right? And that was just dominant too. It just seems that they really boomed themselves after the pause, which is really unfortunate because I thought OTW was playing really well in the first 2 months.
I was watching the game and I was genuinely terrified of OTW going in, because Wisdom was pretty much scrappy. They haven't played in a while, so this was their first game. They'd have to re-get into the serious mentality, and OTW had just came off their win against Hyperflex, so they were already prepared.
Yeah.
And
I was about to say, the last game that Wisdom played was against Geometric, and that's where they lost, so...
So a lot's really riding on it.
We decided to get the loss to Wisdom Academy earlier on in the season.
Yeah, just try not to have it.
Break the curse.
Yeah, so I think when that pause hit, it wasn't rather they were boomed or anything. It's rather that adrenaline kind of hitting you slows down in that pause, especially when you're memeing having a Torb 1v1.
Torb 1v1s, get it right.
Yeah, oh, true. And either way, as the game was going on, Wisdom was just getting better as they were getting back into it. So I feel like if that pause never happened, OTW still would have lost, but we would have gone to a map 5. It would have been a lot closer than any of us.
We did go to map 5.
It's just 3-1-1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would have been a 3-2 at least. But
yeah.
Enough of that game. Is pretty funny. Thank you, Zakaro, for the great new meme of anytime anything happens in playoffs. Now we're going to be talking about the game that happened during that, which was Geo versus EM. A lot closer, but I feel like it shouldn't have been. Geo ended up winning 3-2, with the player of the match being SD Zum. I'm pretty sure we can all.
Bro, SD awesome.
Yeah, SD always getting the player of the match. What are our feelings going like kind of watching this game?
It was interesting. Churd, I understand that Churd wasn't there. Wooly, can you confirm? Yeah. So
he wasn't there.
Yeah, so Churd wasn't there, so they pretty much had to, they had to run Zexu and Rim. Both of them are main tanks. So what they did, what really impressed me was Zexu's ability to pick up Sig, like really quick. Shout out to main tanks on Geometric picking up Sig, and and so honestly, it's just honestly he looked really impressive on that Sigma. Even though yes, SD Awesome got player of the match, in my opinion, he should have gotten it.
Like, Wooly, what was really happening? EM was not looking good going into this match. They, at least for me, I was predicting them to really lose to a clean 3-0. So, like, how'd they get you 2 maps off you?
Well, we didn't have Churd, which was a big thing. He's our in-game leader, so I took over that role a little bit, and so did SD actually. But it's hard to, call who to target as a mercy. So our comms weren't as good as they usually are without Churd.
If you had Churd, do you think like it would have been a lot easier?
Yeah, I think we would have won 3-1 because we suck at 2CP. It's just awful. Like, I don't know how we're so bad at 2CP. But yeah, it would have been a lot better if we had Churd, and Tilted also was out. Like, Pasty did a great job. But,
oh yeah, I completely forgot. Pasty.
Tilted's kind of insane.
Yeah, Tilted is insane.
But I have a question, Alpha, because you watched the game definitely, right?
I did not. I only watched the end of Busan because, of course, I was watching Wisdom Academy playing one map. I won't get too much into that because Nev will yell at me otherwise.
Very true. But I just have a question. From the small bit you saw,
yeah.
Or how what's your kind of raw inspection on Geo?
They definitely seem like a team that does well in comfort picks. So I know that SD Awesome has his comfort pick of Tracer, correct? Correct me if I'm wrong?
Yeah.
So like if they're able to play their comfort picks, they rolled on Busan when SD Awesome was able to play Tracer and everyone else was on comfort rolls. But I think if you're able to force them off of those comfort picks, that's when they become much weaker.
Yeah, we played on King's Row. We hadn't practiced Brawl at all. We were running double shields pretty much all week.
Yeah, that's.
And then they kind of rolled us on Brawl on our defense, at least for the first 2 points, and then we did the classic Geo 5-minute hole on King's Row. And then we decided on attack. Double shield wasn't cutting it, so we switched to Brawl, which we hadn't practiced.
Fair, but either way, you guys still won, which I think we all were predicting it to win, whether it was for the storyline, because obviously going into this week's game, we are having it's the finals, right? Correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, it's the finals.
Yeah, it's finals.
I had to make sure of Wisdom versus Geometric. Now already this is very familiar, as back in Season 2, Wisdom and Geo had gone up against each other, and Geo had won that game. Of course, some people would say it was because of technical issues of why they won, a lot of things, but now this is finally the rematch to decide which Brandon really won that game, and kind of the honorable take back. So, when it comes to our predictions, I'm guessing a 4-3 in favor of Wisdom. Alpha's obviously playing same with Wooly, but Corbs, you say a 4-3 in favor of Geo. Okay, find me on this.
Alright, so I'll be honest with you, it came down to a coin flip. Heads was Geo, tails was Wisdom, it landed on heads. I'm not even kidding. I knew it's gonna be a 4-3. I'll be honest with you. These two teams are so close to each other in terms of skill, and it's obviously they have the best coaching in the league between Navino. Aqua's been doing a phenomenal job on Geo, but it's definitely gonna be a 4-3. But I do have faith that Geo's gonna make a few more clutch plays. I remember in last season's finals, Wisdom didn't finish the fights, I guess you can say, compared to Geo, which finished the fights, and I think that might be the difference in the long run.
That's pretty fair. I said a 4-3 genuinely because I think Wisdom just has the bit more of advantage when it comes into momentum type games, especially because Nev's probably going to be whipping them into shape. He really doesn't want to lose to Geo. At least that's my prediction. So I'm gonna.
He doesn't.
No, does not want to lose that. I don't want to be yelled at. That's why I'm doing my job. So, what I think this is really going to come down to is momentum and really kind of the clutch factor. So I think kind of Zorth is going to hard carry this. Everyone on Wisdom is going to be coming in kind of with a vengeance. This is an entirely different team, but they are still riding, and I'm pretty sure they're going to want to win for their Season 2 kind of players. But now now I kind of saved you guys for last because I really want to understand your perspectives. Wooly, I want your first. You guys are going in. Your Geometric was Season 2's champions. Like, do you feel like a lot's kind of weighing onto this match, or what really is your feelings in general?
I don't know. I'm kind of excited to like make a Geo brand. Like just dominating Novice in the finals. I think that'd be kind of fun for a storyline to make. So I really want to make it happen.
That's a little feisty. But what about you, Alpha? Obviously, you were here. I don't think you were on Wisdom during Season 2.
I was not. I was on Plat Chat.
Yeah, so you're really going to be able to kind of finally hit the finals when it comes to inside the league. How do you feel having to put on this pressure of trying to get the vengeance back for Wisdom?
I mean, yeah, there's definitely pressure involved in it because yeah, we're trying to reclaim the crown from Season 2. But at the same time, I guess it's more. I don't want to say it's more personal for me, but it's like I kind of want to prove myself again after I got reverse swept in quarterfinals last year, which was very embarrassing. I don't want to talk about it. Let's just say I ate an entire pint of Ben & Jerry's that night. That was fun.
Poor guy.
But I think honestly, it's going to come down to which team wants it more. Like, both teams are definitely going to want the title. It's just a question of who's going to just say, no, we're not going to lose first.
That's
like,
pretty...
I honestly think whoever takes the first map may end up winning the whole thing just off of momentum alone.
Ooh, that's actually a pretty fair claim. I definitely think whoever wins that first map, that's going to be setting the tempo into the game, especially if it's like a dominant control on Li Jiang or any other map. Li Jiang's often like first pick, that's why I said it. So, I'm a little scared because Geo obviously started out a bit slower. Wisdom came out at the start of the season already winning, and then finally it took Geo to the last of the normal season to really get that win, and ever since in playoffs they've looked very scary, especially with like SD, Churd, Prince Exu. The team is very strong, so and especially when it comes to the analysis and community, the analysts are on the side of Geo at a 67%, while the community is at 51%. So nobody really has a strong confidence like, yeah, Geo's gonna win, whatever, man, screw Wisdom, or vice versa, and it's very scary because I don't want to be wrong in my predictions, but I think it's going to be like a very intense game.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I did the coin flip and it landed on heads for Geo. So I honestly don't know who's going to win this game, but
yeah.
hopefully hopefully we will get a banger.
Yeah. I mean, on the bright side, I'd say for Wisdom specifically, the meta as it is right now is kind of changing a tiny bit due to the Rhine and Diva changes. So some teams are running a lot more Brawl and Scrimp that I've seen. A lot more teams are still sticking on to the same compositions as before or going to the ball sig. But from whatever I've seen, it's not a DPS meta right now. It's definitely more in favor of tanks and supports playing well together. So, I mean, of course, I think Flank is way better than Panda, but I think Geek is way, sorry.
Wait, don't diss my band.
No, that's
my man Panda.
Look, I'm just saying. I love Red Panda with all my heart, but, when it comes to the tank line, Geo and Wisdom, I say fairly are even, but I think Wisdom has the tiny bit better in that area. If it's because of Diva and Sigma instead of like Zarya, which I think Churd is way better on, so like the Hog too. So that's the complete reason why I think Wisdom are gonna kind of win that game.
I also think the DPS will. I think DPS will have a lot larger role than I think you may be suggesting, just because that the DPS sort of like it can affect what the teams are playing, if that makes sense.
No.
Like like just for example, if I'm in on a map and I choose Creed, and I can just counter SC Awesome's Tracer, just as an example, well that means that Geometric may not be able to play that Ball Sig, which may put them onto Brawl, which Wisdom might be better at. It's just a bunch of like, I think it's gonna come down to counter picks, honestly.
You know that's pretty fair. I'm probably cutting it a lot shorter than what it is, looking a lot more generally. That is a lot more of a creative idea than I kind of thought of. But do we have any like kind of lasting feelings before I take us out here?
I was gonna say, if there are two teams in Novice to compete in the finals, it's definitely these two. So, for those of y'all, come in, watch the finals. I believe they'll be on Saturday at 6 p.m. EST.
Yeah, it always is.
It's gonna be oh yeah, for sure. But it's gonna be an absolute banger. So don't skip it.
Yeah, 100% definitely. Especially if you're looking into joining League Zero. There's definitely going to be a match to kind of persuade you for these very intense and close games. But Wooly, do you have anything lastly to say or no?
I just want to say good luck to Wisdom. I think it's going to be a great game. I'm looking forward to having some fun, and whatever happens, I've had a lot of fun this season in League Zero.
Yeah. So I want to thank everyone who is currently listening into this besides Spongy Cheese. It's going to be a very intense game. Remember, just like Corb said, it's going to be on Saturday at 6 o'clock. Make sure you're tuned in. It's going to be very exciting. And there's really nothing more to say besides thank you for watching. My name is Intel, and make sure to stay tuned, join the League Zero Discord, and anything else. Goodbye.
What's happening, members of League Zero? I'm your host, Great King, and welcome back to the finals edition of the Intermediate Countdown, the last one before, last one of the season. I'm here with a few of my guests. Say your name.
I am Tyler. I am the main tank and captain of Double Cap.
I'm Kilroy. I'm Hitscan DPS for Mob Mentality.
I'm Greek Godex. I used to be the off tank for Guangzhou Gangsters.
Yeah, so we have one Mob Mentality representative, one Guangzhou Gangster representative, and of course we have Greek God X returning to the show again. So thank you guys all for coming. The first game of the week it was Mob Mentality versus Guangzhou Gangsters, and not to many of our surprises, Mob Mentality ended up actually taking the win 3-1. Of course, we have a Mob Mentality and a Guangzhou Gangsters representative. So first I want to ask you, Kilroy, what were your expectations coming into this game? What do you believe gave you the edge against a strong Guangzhou Gangsters team?
DPS diff. That's pretty much it.
Is that all you're gonna say?
No. I'm memeing. But yeah. GZG. Like when we first played them on like week 7 or whatever, we thought they were gonna be like formidable. So we just prepared and we tried really hard, like scrimming and stuff beforehand, and they seemed a lot easier than we thought they were gonna be. So we just Red wanted to play Capitalism, but the whole team just decided to play Guangzhou because we kind of clapped them in the main season, so I don't know, it just happened again.
Yeah, I want to ask, what was the thought process choosing the more difficult team in quotation marks instead of going with the easier Capitalism team, which was lower in the standings?
Red wanted to play Cap because and I'm gonna quote Red here. We got into the VC after like we watched both games, and Red was like, "I want to play Capitalism because I play Zarya." And that's literally it. Because apparently he has he has a strat to just roll over Kate's Zarya, and he thinks like he can just perform really well against Zarya. And then the whole rest of the team was just like, we want to play Guangzhou because we just beat them. It just makes the most sense.
Yeah,
he kind of got vetoed.
I'm gonna take it over to Greek God X. So of course you were on the losing team. What do you think happened in this game that ended up being your shortcoming?
I mean, probably just lack of preparation. Like, we were always a kind of team that could never really keep our, what do you want to call it? Like we couldn't really stay serious for a very long time. So we had like a pretty rough week of like actually scrimming seriously, and I just feel like we didn't come in prepared. So it kind of like ate us, you know, like it was bound to happen. And then we had some issues like in the middle of the match, and yeah, like we're just doomed to fail from the beginning, you know. But I'm kind of glad we took a map off because, you know, we kind of came back after we went down 2-0, and I feel like we went out stronger than we were expected to, I guess. I don't know.
So did you?
Yeah, I
feel
know
like-
Mob is just a super like serious team.
Yeah.
I don't know serious. Like I've never really been in one of their voice comms, but like I know Red Knight, and I know like, you know, I know they scrim pretty seriously. I think so.
Yeah,
They're probably just more prepared.
that's fair. That's fair. Tyler, I want to ask you from a spectator's perspective, what did you see that game Mob mentality the edge?
I think Mob played to their win cons a little bit better than what Guangzhou did, or Guangzhou, and that they just kind of ran with that the whole time.
Hmm. I also want to say, like, Mob mentality seemed a lot more flexible. They just didn't stick to one comp at all. They ended up playing a variety of comps, which I really liked. I know Red Knight has been practicing the ball a lot, so it's good to see that he has excelled in that here, and they were able to kind of stray away from, like, the meta picks in quotation marks. So, yeah, that was really smart by them. But I don't think there's anything else to add about that game. Anyone else have any final statements? Perfect. The player of the match was Quirt, and I believe he was a support player, if I'm not wrong.
They're the Lucio player, yeah.
Lucio player. And then, of course, Honorable Mention was Maverick. Good to see him play a few maps there. But yeah, going on to the next game of the week, we had Double Cap versus Capitalism, and I don't think that anyone's surprised Double Cap actually ended up winning in a very close series, though, 3-2. Tyler, of course, you were in this game. It was a very back and forth series. I want to ask you, did you expect this game to be that difficult, and what do you think gave you the edge in this game?
I think coming into it, we weren't underestimating them, but we weren't too worried about it. We saw that in each position, we kind of had like they had the upper hand in, and I felt like we were playing better as a team in general.
Mm-hmm. So that's, yeah.
And I think that with the 3-2, it really came down to that I was throwing on Arissa, and I fed way too much, so that like my team couldn't keep up with me all my feeding,
Mhm.
which is why we had to switch to the brawl.
Yeah, fair. Do you feel like this recent patch actually helped you in the game?
Yeah, I think it gave us even though we've been playing really good at Double Shield and we had like a kind of, it seemed like an off day on the game, it gave us something that we could fall back on and that we could still feel very confident in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was good. That's good. I want to ask you though, like, what do you think was the most difficult player on Capitalism that gave you most of the troubles? Because I understand like it was going a lot of back and forth every single map.
Yeah, I think Kate Sigma was given a lot of threat to as a damage input.
Yeah.
We had to fall back and it killed our aggro way too many times.
Yeah, I remember like coming to this game, I think a lot of us had speculations whether Kate could actually play those other off tanks, and she really did prove herself in play. I was saying showing that she can't play the Sigma, she can't play the D.Va and the Zarya when necessary. So I think that was definitely a star player on Capitalism. But I want to ask you, Kilroy and Greek, what do you think gave Double Cap the edge in this game?
You want to go first or me?
You can go, bro.
Okay. To be honest, I didn't really watch the game, but I know that when it comes to flexibility, like Double Cap they're able to like make changes more on the fly, and I feel like every time a map goes to like map 5 or whatever, the team that's just can adjust better to whatever is just the team that wins, kind of. So I think that's kind of how they won. I feel like if it was a different map on map 5, it could have gone either way, to be honest.
Fair. Kilroy?
I think DC, yeah, like Greek brought up a good point with the flexibility. It's like they're just able to read situations really well and like account for stuff better. I also think like each of their roles just has slightly better people on it, like player-wise, skill set-wise. I feel like Capitalism is also a kind of team that just plays like loose, like a little bit more. I mean, they got Kate pretty powerful on the Zarya and the Sigma, and Shinx, as much as I don't want to say it, is actually like a pretty good DPS along with Gamester. But you know, DC was able to just read them really well and just kind of counterpick them.
This was a very close series. It really was. And I think what differed from this series against the Capitalism versus Obligation series was that it wasn't just the DPS actually making a lot of the moves. I feel like almost all the positions were actually playing cohesively at some points, although it kind of shook near the end. I do feel like these two teams were very even, just that DC had that confidence boost, I think, once they were starting to get their groove, and that just eventually gave them the win.
Yeah, also going into this game, I think it was 3 of our members didn't get a warm-up. And we had a very scuffed warm-up, and no one knew what our roster was even going to look like for the game.
So Tyler, I actually want to ask you, because I remember I had you on the show, I think week 2, and you guys were 6-0 at that point. And I remember you telling me that you guys were going to be the juggernauts of this league. And after that, you guys started to die off. So like, what happened in the middle of the season that gave you guys that confidence boost to actually take that second place seed and actually perform this well in playoffs?
I think that once we start realizing that we can actually, adjust to different comps, and we got our harder games out of the way, we can really focus on fixing the smaller mistakes and really making sure our play as a team is much better.
Because I understand, like, you guys were expected to perform really well, and I know near the middle of the season you guys started to like die down. So it's really impressive that you guys are actually able to make the adjustments that are needed and actually pick yourself up and actually take that second seed from Guangzhou and end up actually going to the final. So big congrats to the DC squad. It takes a lot of dedication and determination to perform that hard.
Could I say one more thing?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
I feel like I know I might get some hate for this, but I feel like Kate is a curse to any team that he is on, because I feel like everybody just will end up relying on him way too much, and I feel like it's gonna hurt a lot of teams. So I think when like DC got rid of Kate, that like opened up so much variety for that team, and like Navino to me is just a way better off tank. Like, he has way more flexibility, so I think that was part of the reason that they were able to just like skyrocket up to second place.
And Navino's pretty good.
Yeah, Navino good.
Navino added a lot of value to the team.
I really wish Kate did stay on DC. He did play that Sigma more and the Diva more, like how we saw in the playoffs. It's kind of unfortunate that teams like DC just kind of star-struck them onto only one hero. That kind of did lack their flexibility. But yeah, I think that Navino pickup did add more cohesiveness to the team and actually helped DC perform much better. But I think we can move off to predictions then. The player of the match was Grimace, of course. He is the Reaper, right?
He is our main support now.
Oh, main support, okay. And then, of course, honorable mentions are Repeat and Navino. All the players there played absolutely fantastic, so congratulations. And, of course, we have the final game in the finals of the League Zero Intermediate Season 3, where we're going to have Mob Mentality versus Double Cap. Of course, only me and Greek can actually give predictions here. Both of them have Mob Mentality winning 4-2 and 4-1 respectively. Of course, I'm going to go over to Kilroy first. Kilroy coming in as the #1 seed, facing DC. How are you guys feeling coming into this game?
We're just gonna treat it like any other game. No added stress. Like, just prepare like we usually do.
Gonna go in old and regular, not gonna change anything up this time?
Well, you don't want to like psych yourself out, right?
Yeah. That's fair. Tyler, of course, you guys are coming in as the underdogs by most of the community, in fact. 70% of the analysts have Mob Mentality winning and 63% of the community have Mob Mentality winning. How are you guys prepping to get that extra confidence boost to potentially take down Mob Mentality?
We're making sure that we don't make the same small mistakes that we did against capitalism. We're focusing way more on fixing our mistakes than preparing specifically for Mob. We believe that, like, if we fix our mistakes on our double shield and all that, that we can take that over to the Mob.
Fair. Greek, I want to ask you, why do you believe Mob Mentality has that this game is going to win in a convincingly 4-1 fashion?
Again, man, I just think they're a more like well-practiced team. I know like Double Cap's really good. I would like to see them win, honestly. But yeah, I think it's when it comes down to crunch time, it's just whoever's can stay focused more, and I just feel like it's gonna lean up to Mob.
That's fair. Killer and Tyler, just in general, how do you think this next patch is gonna affect this game, considering that the meta is kind of shifting more towards Brawl instead of double shield?
What's the patch?
The Ryan buff.
The Ryan buff? I don't know.
I don't think the Ryan buff is big enough to really change too much
Yeah.
in
I
general,
just
at least
listen
right
to
now.
coaches.
I've seen a lot of teams try to run like Orisa Rhine now, but I feel like it's not just gonna swap over to Brawl because like Double Shield's still really strong and Shadow Dive's still good on certain maps.
Yeah, and there's the Ball Sigma comp that's really good too.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
ball Sigma comp. That's good.
And like Brawl, like theoretically doesn't do shit against that comp. Like,
Yeah.
what's a Reinhardt gonna do against a Ball Sigma, right?
That's fair. That's fair. But yeah, I honestly like I've been with Mom and I've been like kind of shadowing them for a long time now, and they are a really determined squad. I know like Red Knight is the leader of the team and he has pushed his team a lot. And Mom Mentality is coming in this as a really strong team. I honestly think they're just going to win 4-2 just because they have so much teamwork. They've made very little changes to their starting roster since the beginning of the season. They've prepped so hard. They're really flexible. It's just going to be about who can flex the most and who can actually adapt the quickest if things don't go south. I feel like if DC can change many of the mistakes and fix what's necessary during the game, I think they can make it close. But at the end of the day, it's just it's just going to be the Mom Mentality show in my opinion.
Also, I think like if both teams try playing the like Ball Sigma comp, it's probably gonna come down to who's like honestly who's better at Ball. And I feel like Red Knight Ball, it still needs some work. So
Yeah.
it could end up being it could end up being an upset. I mean, we just gotta wait and see, to be honest.
Red's ball is pretty good.
Yeah, Red's ball is pretty good. I know he asked me for some coaching, but I kind of left him on Red by accident. So if you're reading this, Red, I'm
Great
sorry.
ball.
Oh, my ball, man. If I was in the league, man, it'd be over. It'd be over. But like, yeah, Tyler, we haven't seen much of your ball in this league, have we?
I don't like ball.
I
I hate ball with a passion.
You're lucky. Remember Shanghai semifinals?
Oh
There, huh?
god.
I wasn't there. You're lucky. You're lucky.
Oh, that was so fun. You guys didn't have a hit scan.
I know because okay, I don't want to rant, but our hit scan got butthurt because our other DPS was playing for one map only, and he left the team just because of that. No word, nothing. Okay, but other than that, yeah. I think like Red, if like I feel like DC has the flexibility. It's just about if they can adapt and use it to their advantages. I know Mom Mentality does have the edge here, but DC could definitely make the upset if they just play around their strengths.
And then again, Mob does have a 3,800 flex, DPS. So
Phone?
I mean, which is above the,
Okay,
that's above the advanced cap, by the way. But that's gonna help him a lot too.
If I'm not mistaken, Ryguy hit GM. So not only that, like he literally was like higher than
Wait.
most main tanks in the. Wait, what?
Ryguy GM, what?
Didn't Ryguy hit GM? He posted in the Mom Mentality server. Oh shit.
I don't
mean,
know.
I-
Good one. Good one, Grape.
I'm pretty sure
I
he
don't
did.
know.
I
To be
know nothing
honest,
about
I'm gonna have to go back, man. I think I'm tripping out right now.
Ryguy GM, bro, I would literally laugh.
Yeah, I don't remember seeing anything.
They did. I think Vantage hit GM, right? He was an intern.
Yeah,
Yeah.
advantage of
Who
it.
knows?
Honestly,
Regardless,
yeah.
I think next season there needs to be some added rules. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, that's fair.
Just hit Masters forehead.
But yeah, I
If
think.
I was playing comp.
Is there anything else to talk
Yeah,
about,
comp
guys?
is boring. Like I don't like playing comp.
I was playing comp today, man. The new like priority pass thing, I actually like it. Cause I get queues instantly now. Before I had to wait 20 seconds, but now they're instant. Not complaining.
Wow, that 20 seconds was getting you, huh?
Yo, but sometimes it gets queues me into support, which really sucks. Cause all I do is play Brig and comp.
Hey man, that's all you got to do to hit.
Respect.
That's all you gotta
All I'm gonna
It's-
say
Bro, oh my god, people in that rank are so stupid
About-
though. Holy crap.
about Friday, I got the utmost confidence in every single one of my teammates.
Yeah, same with-
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I bet I got more
Listen,
confidence.
there's
I bet I got more
30 people
confidence.
Oh no.
No, I got confidence times infinity.
I even got confidence in repeat. That takes a lot of effort.
My repeat's pretty good.
That's
Repeat's
true.
a thrower. Shake my
That
head.
is true. I mean,
SMH my head. Ugh.
God. Repeat.
he's a jokester, man.
I think we can wrap it up then. We've gone over the predictions and games. Anyone have any final statements before we wrap it up?
I just don't want, like, if I'm watching the match, I just want it to be a good match, Like, I don't want one team to just destroy the other one, so.
But that's the fun part.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
not fun for the viewer.
Yeah, it's not
you
fun
know?
for the viewer. It's
You're,
like
you're supposed
It's
to
fun
be
for
putting-
me.
the interfinals were so boring last year. Oh my god,
Yeah.
I left
Yeah.
after the first
We
match.
kind of made that boring. Yeah.
You guys made that. You guys could at least trolled at least like one map.
Yo,
just to
we
make it-
gave him a map.
Yeah, but like, come on, okay? Like, you guys could have at least tried like played ball hog or something. Made it at least.
Okay. There should be a show match. The bench versus like Wisdom or something.
No, the bench
That would
versus
be
Seattle
epic.
Battle Cattle.
Yes, that'd actually be really good.
That would be just like the bench would literally destroy them.
Bench
No,
would
the
look
bench
good
it'll
for
be
once.
it'll be a 5v6 for what is it? Seattle Battle Cattle. 6v5 for Seattle Battle. Because one
Oh,
of the
you're
bench
gonna
members
give
wouldn't
them a
show up.
crutch? Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not even sure if they're still like a team. I mean, they're. I don't know.
Man, I remember the very first week I was talking to Panarafini and he was like, "Don't worry, Grape, we won't get ult3'd anymore." They end up getting ult3'd for the next 6 weeks. Oh, but yeah.
Dude, I was throwing a ball around at my desk. And I just knocked everything off my.
Yeah, I
That
heard.
is indeed an F in chat moment. But I think we can end it there. Thank you guys all for watching this week's edition of the Intermediate Countdown. This, of course, will be the last one before the finals. So if you guys did enjoy, please like and subscribe and tune in next week for the finals edition with me, Acri, RMM, and Pooter Scooter. But for now, take care.
Hello everybody, welcome back to the Grand Finals Countdown. I am joined here with Genie,
Hey.
Pascal,
Hey.
and Zira.
Hello.
Alright, so let's move on to the first game, which is San Francisco Glock versus Love Muffin. The player of the match was Nova, and the honorable mention was Glacial and Jishua.
That was a fun match.
Yeah,
Really?
I'm a bit sad that I didn't get played, but yeah.
So, Pascal, you mind telling me why Nova got player of the match?
Yeah. Wait, Pascal, why didn't you even get an honorable mention? Like, seriously.
I played poorly in that match. I was having mental boomage.
No, the dynasty really did a work on you, huh?
Yeah, they were really scary. So I was a bit nervous to play.
What about target acquired and who are the fuck the other DPS?
Jiru, don't forget
Wait,
it.
am I allowed to say it? Oh,
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah, I don't care.
They were pretty good. I think my DPS were just a little better that day.
Yeah, you guys were just built diff, honestly. Alright, let's move on to the next game. This is Chengdu versus Newt Newt. The player of the match was Opio, and the honorable mention was Ducky. So do you guys just want to say how the match went?
I'd like to point out that Ducky did not play. I don't know why he got honorable mention.
No, Ducky did
I
play.
don't know. Wait, did he play? Oh yeah, he did
was
play.
a ball
Ball. I forgot.
I would say his ball was honorable mention worthy, but that's besides the point. Congrats to him.
He got honorable mention. The shit I was doing out there.
Drop the ego.
Anyways.
Focus on the grind.
Yeah, just focus on the ground.
Yeah, it was a clean 3-0. What can I say? It's just another day in the office for the boy.
Yeah.
I saw that they were off rolling a bit.
Let's just say killed Adbon first 4 fights in a row,
Oh.
and then client says he just didn't want to try. Yeah.
Well, I was talking to
thought
Swift
that one.
after. He explained it to me perfectly, even though he did not show up. So after he was like, oh yeah, after the first match, client went DPS, right? And I was like, I don't know, you just got to spot on.
Yeah. He said, client said they stopped trying after first fight because client went there, and then Flawless was, kind of like mental booming. I guess all my spam pings really got to him. And then, I don't know, bro. That was just easy.
Yeah. Client wanted to get it over so he can focus on the real game. He's gonna work Joker.
He's focusing on the grind.
Yep.
Dropping the ego.
Dropping the ego.
Focus on the grind.
As
I
usual.
don't think I've ever seen client drop the ego, but that's...
Yeah, it was clean 3-0, you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we're actually going very fast with this. I think it's only like 3 minutes so far. Yeah, we're just reaching 3 minutes.
Well, I have a lot of things to talk about.
Yeah. After the predictions, you guys can go at it. So now let's move on to the predictions. It's Glock versus Chengdu. And I'm the only one that gets a vote because Pascal is on Glock and Zira and Genie are both on Chengdu. I think that Chengdu is going to win this 4-2.
I like what I hear.
Wait, it's a best of 7?
Yeah, it's a best
Oh
of
my
7.
god.
I get rid of
Well,
the...
no, it's
think
first to 4. It's
that's,
first to 4.
I feel like that's very reasonable, but you don't know the insider information, so I got a very understandable outcome.
Oh wait, I also have to say that analysts and community both think that Glock is going to win.
Bro, what?
They're
We're the analysts, we're the analysts,
they
we're the
look so
analysts.
stupid.
We're the
I can't
analysts.
believe it. They're so ugly.
There's like
They're literally plat. They're plat.
yeah, there's like 17 analysts. I don't know.
17?
Wait. I think I can count.
Yeah,
them.
none of them are over 4 KSR. I guarantee it.
How do they have their job, dude? There's no way they're saying I'm gonna lose to Nova and just bro, like get that shit out of my face.
I'm not losing. to
No,
Jeff
you're gonna
Mercer.
lose to Tiny Moo. That's what's
Oh,
gonna
Not
happen.
wrong. Not wrong.
Fucking tiny move.
I really hope. I wish Joshua was here so I could talk more shit, but I don't have any.
Yeah, the only Glock player that's here is the one that I can't talk shit to. So
Yeah, it is quite unfortunate.
I don't
No,
know
is
why-
this the first? Is this the first countdown with tier 3 plus players in the
Nah,
call?
Klein was here before. There's also
That one call him
Zira.
tier
No,
three.
everyone.
Oh, everyone?
Yeah.
Yeah, Pooter Scooter
We're
managed.
we're repping the game out
Yeah,
here. We're repping the
manager.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, Pooter managed Weird Squad. He's tier 4 plus.
Yeah. Tier 4. Wait.
Wait, Weird Squad was tier 3.
No,
Aren't
no,
you
no, I was
managing a
tier
team?
3.
Trying
Aren't
to
you
make fun
managing a
of
team
bad.
right now, Pooter?
I was
What?
trying to make fun of.
Aren't you managing a team right now?
I'm managing one, yeah. I kind of dropped out with another one just because I didn't really want to do it. But I'm still with like the weird squad people. So
Yeah, that's kind of me with no evil. I got tired of their shit.
yeah.
It's
I
not
mean, I
right-
was
it's not
managing
right,
two
though.
teams, and then I dropped it to one, which is the one with the weird squad people. So
One was
Yeah.
just better than the other. Yeah, similar situation.
I mean, yeah, kind of.
Oh my god, Gino. what the fuck is wrong?
Okay, let's calm her down. Let's reel her back.
Soccer esports Patitos. Favorite team.
Different team.
Wait, are they still a thing? I thought Sakura dropped the brand.
Yeah, that team is Dylan. They're
If
rolling
anyone's
SA.
watching this and doesn't know anything about it, like they just have no clue what we're talking about. We're not talking about
Yeah.
this anymore.
Yeah. Didn't they swap that say or something? Right.
Yeah. I don't know why, but
They have Dylan. So that's all I know.
If you go SA, you're a pussy. So I'm like,
I'm gonna be honest.
Oh, wait a minute. I think we have someone here that tried to go SA.
Pooter, why would you go
He's
SA,
a
bro?
gamer.
Huh? I mean,
Wait,
trying to go
Gino,
SA?
free money. What can I say?
I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That's I'm not.
Yeah,
I can't respect that move.
I'm just
Dude,
joking
Genie's
around.
Genie's trying to flame motherfucking Noble right now. Oh my god.
Nova.
Noble.
No bull.
Wait, did Noble swap to SA? What?
Noble had an
They've
SA
always
team.
had an
What? Wait, how do you? I don't know how to say it.
You are so out of the loop.
I only
they
look
had
at
it
NA,
forever.
dude.
I think they've had the SA team longer than the NA team.
Yeah, they have.
What?
I don't know who do they pick up for? Oh no, I guess they dropped the entire Noble NA roster, right? Or like the micro.
Well, no, they're playing in Gauntlet right now.
Yeah, I know, no. But back when like they okay, so they switched the NA roster over to SA, right? Or something like that.
So back,
And then-
the first Dark Mode team was Dark Mode SA, but they were just called Dark
was
Mode.
it?
Yeah.
I thought,
And
I
then-
thought the original Dark Mode played in NA, and then they moved to SA, and then they got picked up by Noble, and then Noble was, and then it was like the My Crazy Cat, like OD, whatever, fucking that type of Noble.
Wait,
That happened. That happened after the
Oh.
SA team started, and then they both became Noble. Like Noble picked up both of them.
I guess I don't know my shits.
Honestly, I'm not too sure either. It's pretty confusing, but whatever.
Yeah, if you go to SA, you're cringe.
I'm on the League Zero countdown.
Yeah, we're in the League Zero countdown.
Oh,
We're on
of
the,
course.
Contenders countdown.
All right, let's see here.
Zero.
Just
I
talk
mean,
about why you guys think your team is gonna win.
See, my team, we're very good. We've had a lot of practice and synergy over the past season.
Similar.
I think you guys have scrimmed two times more than we have, and that's saying you guys have only scrimmed 2 times.
Yeah, that's a lot of synergy built up.
I'm gonna be honest, just looking at the SFG roster, it's just not inspiring to me. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna keep it a buck with you.
Look, all I wanna say is Nova entered my rank game, so I don't like him. But besides that, I like talking shit to Joshua, but no hard feelings. I like Jazza, and then yeah, I just don't think that's a roster that's gonna win.
One
especially
sec,
with Jacka
I need
as
to
a
check your
starting
guys' roster. I don't really remember any of the rosters.
All right, I'm gonna keep. So our DPS are definitely better than yours. It's not even a debate. All right, let's keep it real.
Yes,
Who,
check and Flash.
Jazza and a who Megalo. Like let's keep it 100. All right. So I think the GMU tank line is very comparable to Joshua and Nova. As much as I hate to admit that, because I dislike them. All right, and when I say the support line's better, God, Jepik's just I don't know.
Jetpick is God's work, really. He's improved a lot over our past scrims.
Yes.
Yeah,
Pass scrimmage.
Wait, how are you finding scrims? How are you scrimming? Well, wait, did Kratos take a break?
Let's just say I called up Krusty and we got a block.
Of course.
The Shock versus the Glock. Damn.
Yeah, we are their academy team. I mean,
Their academy.
you guys didn't know?
Yeah, we love Chengdu Hunters. I think Plasma Chegg versus Glacial Jazz. I think that's very
We got a
comparable.
scrim versus the Chengdu Hunters.
Plasma Chegg.
Yes, that's our DPS line, of course.
Let's see. I think as long as we
Plasma
don't
Chegg.
put Jazza on something that he needs to use his brain on, we'll be fine. He has pretty good aim. He'll shoot you guys really hard. But
he'll be doing that on occasion.
and then I think a lot of people underrate Glacial. He's a very good
I like Glacial.
teammate. He's very reliable. He doesn't usually feed. He's
I don't know
pretty
what the
smart
fuck
actually, even though he has a low peak.
Is he flex DPS? I
Yeah.
imagine.
I mean, he's more of a hit scan player, but he can play flex
Oh,
DPS too.
Glacial? Oh, you guys.
Oh wait, I
remember
thought the
this?
Glacial was a flex.
Oh no,
see-
no, Glacial was last season, but this season he's hit scan.
Wait, Jazz is a flex?
No.
Oh,
they're
I mean,
both
we just
hit
have
scan.
two hit
They're-
scan.
They're just both.
It's
hit scan.
2020. No one has flex DPS
Yeah,
anymore.
my role does not exist. Not
Yeah.
exist me.
Yeah, kind of true.
That was a chocolate milk.
Obviously, my
Yo,
team
that was
has
a wet one. Not gonna lie.
Bro.
my team has me. I'm obviously pretty good. I don't know who your guys' flex support is.
Drop the ego. Focus on the
I
ground.
don't know who your guys' flex support is, but I'm
You're
probably
looking
better.
at him, buddy.
Yeah, he's in the call.
Okay, yeah, I'm better.
Anyways, okay. Hold
And
on.
then tank line.
Watch yourself.
What was it like? Big Boy McMatt or who?
Correct.
Yeah, Big Boy McMahon.
And
I
an
don't know
OP
the
OP.
pitch, or you just didn't know.
Yeah,
but-
OPO.
No, I mean I'm trying to remember, cause I only watched like some of the games.
Look.
You
And
watched the League Zero games.
yeah, they're entertaining. Really good.
How do you have time for that?
I watched it.
Over your
during
6-hour
block.
VOD reviews and your 12-hour blocks. I don't know how you find time for that. And you're.
I
your
showed some of them to
presidential-
Krusty, and he was mildly impressed.
And like your presidential debate
Mildly
meeting
impressed.
and like your.
All right. Let me cut to the point here. Look, basically, we're gonna make it a Flush versus Hanamura Hotshots last season, 23 minutes, and it's gonna be over, and then you can go back to, farming tier 2. Okay.
Yeah.
How about that?
4
Let's
maps
just
in
say,
22 minutes.
I
Let's
don't
go.
think this version of Hanamura Hotshots is. It's an upgrade. You know that one game, like the duck game, where you like feed a duck a bunch of like pellets, or like
Bro,
that game.
What games are you playing?
That's
Whoa.
smoking crack pipe.
Bro,
You know a duck's life? That's what it's called. A duck's life.
A
You feed your
duck's
duck. We just fed our duck like all the way. It's like max
I
level.
was
right
about
now.
to say some bad words.
So we're pretty strong. We also, and you guys, this is the one thing you guys don't have. We have the K-pop differential. You guys only have one. We have the whole team on our side.
Oh, dude.
That's gonna be a big deal. I know people don't believe in it, but
Look,
trust me.
Yeah,
It's
no
cringe.
fucking
It's
wonder.
cringe. I'm not
let's just
gonna
say
lie.
you guys have a 6-man roster, right? You, Joshua, Nova, Jepik, Glacial, and Jazzo, right?
What's up, Bakanje and Emki? We loaned them
Yes,
from
of
Z9.
course. Of course.
Yep.
You take Jepik, that's a -3. You take Nova, that's a -2. You guys only have one player.
Yeah, but
and that's
I'm
you.
plus 800.
Alright,
Drop
alright.
the ego. Please
Drop
drop.
Yeah, drop the ego. Focus on the grind.
800 at least minimum.
You are
Nova,
average.
I think
You're
you're
average at best.
underrating Nova a bit. Definitely. He's usually a smart guy. He just plays ranked like 12 hours a day. So some
Yes.
games he just feeds.
I know. I may have gotten him in my game. I was not too happy.
The best time I've seen Nova play is when he was on DPS, and oh boy.
If it makes you feel any better, I think Nova and Joshua are definitely a better tank line than the
Then the GMU
Matthew.
tank line.
and OPOP. Just by their SR purely. So yeah.
That's where you're mistaken. You see, no evil comes from a place of very low SR.
Yeah, I know. Hey, who did you guys play against in FOC again? Who did you guys lose to?
Oh no.
Did you guys play FOC?
he
That's
went
not my
there.
team. That is not my team. That's
He
not
went
my.
Hey,
there.
I was
That's not my
watching
team.
that match and I was.
He went there. He
Let's
went
just
there.
say
He went there.
I
He
showed
went
it to
there. He went there.
Krusty, who's not mildly impressed.
Wait, who did you guys lose to? Wait, I gotta look this up.
I
lost
don't want
to
to talk about it. I don't want to talk about
Atlas
it. I don't want to
Nightfall.
talk about it. I
And
don't.
it's
Oh,
not
you guys
with
lost to
Nyan
Atlas
Sock.
Nightfall?
Yeah, I have depression, bro. I have depression from that game. Dude, okay, let me just tell you. Put Baz on Mercy, it is a recipe for disaster. Like, just straight disaster. That was just a Mercy difference, dude. 9 Sox versus
You
Baz.
guys lost
There's
to
no
Atlas
Mercy
Nightfall.
difference.
there's no fucking.
No
there's
wonder I
no
left this team. What the fuck are you guys doing over there? They have Lucid Science. Oh my god.
No, they didn't have Lucid
Oh,
Science.
is that? This says Lucid on Wikipedia, so I thought it was.
Are you
Lost
dumb?
to Trev Stacks.
Yeah, he's
He was
the
a
best
ball
player in the
player
world.
into my games yesterday. Nyan Sox, Greekology. Oh, this is a recipe for
Wait,
disaster.
how do you guys lose to that team? What?
Because
This is a recipe for
9
disaster.
9 Sox is the best player in the world. Okay.
Wait, who won? Oh, I mean, fair enough.
I mean,
Wait, who's Asuna get knocked out by? On parole? Who the fuck is on parole?
They got second.
Oh, no, never mind.
Yeah.
I didn't look at the roster. No
also,
disrespect.
without context, Pascal, you guys technically lost in Gauntlet qualifiers. Well, we
Okay, you know what team we lost to? We lost to a team that is currently in the semifinals of the actual gauntlet. You guys lost to Kara.
Wait, who do you guys lose
You
to?
guys lost. You know, Kara got 6-0'd, right? Or 06.
Yeah, Kara did not win a
Alright,
map
yeah,
in
yeah,
gauntlet.
Wait,
yeah.
Pascal,
Oh.
who did you lose to?
Lost to LFT.
Also,
LFT.
LFT.
It's a whole.
Korean.
It's a team of Korean. It's a little Korean trials team that's currently
Yeah.
still in
Yeah.
the winners semifinal.
They are still in winners bracket of
And
NA
they-
gauntlet.
They beat Sasuna. Let's just say that.
Yeah,
Isn't
yeah.
isn't
their
I saw that
Tracer-
game. I saw that game.
Isn't their Tracer player like? Fucking
Their Trish player is very scary. That guy never missed a pulse bomb on me in our match. That was really bad.
Oh, Sigma.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
like
Sigma.
light.
Yeah,
Sounds like
Sigma.
light work for.
Sigma
Sounds
is
like light work
honestly
for
just built
Chegg.
diff.
Wait, does Lep speak Korean? I didn't even notice he.
No, he's not.
Oh, so he's just chilling on the roster.
Yeah.
Yeah, that Sigma player, light work for Chegg. Don't
Not
don't doubt
wrong.
it. Don't doubt it.
Oh, yeah. What's Shag's current SR?
I don't think he's placed.
Okay.
I like to make fun of him saying. I like to make fun of him saying he's diamond, but in reality he's 3.5. So.
No, he's 3.7 currently.
Oh.
Okay. Well, see, I think Sigma was about 4,600.
I mean, if it means anything, he's higher than Cal on DPS. Let's just say that.
No, he's higher than.
Oh, you can't say that.
he's higher
Cal is
than-
really good.
He's higher than Rovi, dude.
Wait, banished is Cal, right? Is this a count?
Oh
no, it's
yes.
banded. No, which one's?
No,
Cal?
it's Spanish with the 1.
Oh yeah, this is. All right.
I mean,
All right. You want to go back to the League Zero topic, or you want to keep talking
yeah,
about?
yeah. I'd rather go back to the
Let's do
League
League
Zero.
Zero, and then let's wrap it up.
All right. Last thing I want to say is So
Wait, no,
the first-
we're not
the-
wrapping it up yet.
Oh well, no.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
okay.
we are wrapping it
Genie,
up
I
yet.
know you're
Come
gonna
on.
talk a lot of shit, but the thing I want to say is so in our most previous match versus Glock, we may have tossed a couple maps, and then when it came to
No.
sweeping,
We were the ones tossing maps. Here's what had happened was
That's an interesting
You-
perspective.
we won 2 maps, and then I told everyone, "Hey guys, don't troll," and then we trolled. That's what
Yeah,
2
happened.
maps.
First
Did you guys go up 2?
Yeah, first 2 maps you guys had Orisa, Mei, Sig, and we had Bun on Genji. Okay, those 2 maps were pity maps.
Yeah.
We want you guys to
And then on
underestimate us.
Rialto, we were playing. You guys were playing, and we were playing like a monkey comp. We told Jazza, all right. No, that's exactly what happened. And we told Jazza, hey, go something like chase your Sombra, something can get around, something can dive. Then he goes Kree and just shoots shields for 3 minutes.
Yeah, you sound kind of mad.
I was
You
very confused with that,
sound-
but we still ended up winning because the team's obviously very good. Whipped them into shape.
Whip them in the shave, huh?
Yep.
Look, I'm gonna say is when you get Zendif by Genie, don't feel bad. You lost to a good opponent, and I wouldn't think much of it. Okay, just stay on that grind, drop the ego, and maybe you'll make it as far as him in the next League Zero. Oh wait, never mind.
Can't wait for next League Zero season.
Yeah.
You can't play.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. That's,
I can't play, but
You know what,
Mina
Genie,
can play.
Genie, I hope you win next season, bro. You know, 'cause you're still gonna be eligible. I'm sorry. Genie.
Yeah, because I don't play. I because you know I just don't want to. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's my choice.
Uh-huh.
I could join attack mode right now. Who's the fucking place support? Like, I'll replace him. Who is it? Who is it?
Attack mod? Skyward?
Oh yeah, that's light work for me.
Skyward is 4.4 support and 4.4 DPS. It's good mechanics.
Yeah, so am I.
Wait,
Are you
you are?
4.4 DPS?
Genie, I'm pretty sure if you queued on DPS, you'd get in games with Rovi on DPS, bro.
Yeah.
Roby is 3.8, a very respectable SR.
He's 3.8 with external assistance.
External assistance.
Buchalani,
Yes.
goalkeeper.
Just a little bit of Lord.
Let's
Zach,
just say that
Lord-
we have to have everyone try their very hardest when they play with him. Try and get him to win. Reality, fun, everyone. We have to. It's like the spirit bomb. Like we have to have the whole planet, all the energy in the planet, just to get him from 3,500 to 3,600.
Y'all ever just fucking spirit bomb?
Yeah, he needs it. Really.
Alright, Genie, you got anything to say about
Genie, you're
Glock?
the last one with the
About
microphone. Go.
Glock?
Or just about the match?
About the upcoming match?
Anything
Well,
you gotta
I
say?
think I'm gonna be honest. I think it's gonna be a clean 4-0 sweep here, Jim. I can call you Jim, right, Peter? Or yeah, Peter?
No, that's not even my name.
Peter, Jimmy,
What?
Peter.
Liam. I don't know. Anyway,
Liam, dude.
He's an Eddie.
what a stupid fucking name. Anyway,
An Edward.
yeah, it's gonna be a clean 4-0 sweep. It's not. It's not gonna be close. We're gonna troll the last map, but we're still gonna win it. Yeah, it's gonna be pretty simple, pretty light work. You know, they have a lot of tier 4 players. It's just not gonna.
No, don't say that. Nova's gonna get offended.
Yes, he's gonna question mark me after the game. Yes, I did something. I beat a tier 3 manager. I'm so good.
Good looks, Nova.
Former tier 2. Let's be honest.
Former tier 2 manager.
Yeah, that's all I'd say
Former
about
tier
match 4. It's
three
gonna seem tutorial. It's not gonna be close.
All right, that's about it. These are going to be. This game is going to be very, very close between the two teams,
Probably the
and
closest
I'm
final.
just excited to see it. All right, see you guys next week.